Chapter 28: Peril at the Gossamer Cave and Deception at the Yellow Flower Temple. The seasons changed as they traversed mountains and rivers, the vibrant green of spring giving way to the warmth of the sun. One day, as they meandered through a lush landscape, they came upon a building nestled among the trees. The Tang priest, feeling weary from the journey, decided to approach the dwelling to ask for alms. Monkey, ever the loyal disciple, offered to do the honors, but the Tang priest insisted. Pig, with his usual lack of insight, suggested the master rest, but the Tang priest was resolute. Friar Sand, the voice of moderation, advised against further argument, and so the Tang priest made his way to the house. As he approached, he was struck by the beauty of the place. A stone bridge arching over a babbling brook, ancient trees providing a canopy of green, and a thatched hut that seemed to belong to a Taoist temple. But as he drew closer, he noticed four beauties embroidering phoenix designs. The sight of these ladies, with their rock-hard propriety and spring-like joy, rooted the Tang priest to the spot. He dared not enter, instead retreating to the shade of the trees to contemplate his next move. The silence was deafening, and the Tang priest, feeling the weight of his failure to provide for his disciples, decided to return to the bridge. It was then that he spotted a pavilion within the cottage compound, where three more girls were juggling a ball with their feet. Their movements were a dance, a display of perfection that captivated the Tang priest. As he watched, he was reminded of the fleeting nature of life and the importance of his quest. He decided to approach the bridge and call out to the women, asking for their charity. The ladies, with smiles on their faces, welcomed him warmly, inviting him inside to sit and rest. The Tang priest, filled with hope, followed them into the thatched cottages, but as he passed the pavilion, he noticed the absence of other buildings. All he could see were towering mountaintops and distant ranges of the earth, a sight that filled him with unease. The cottage was a picture of tranquility, but the Tang priest sensed something sinister lurking beneath the surface. Inside, the tables and seats were of stone, and the cold atmosphere sent shivers down his spine. The women, with their simpering smiles, invited him to sit, but the Tang priest could not shake the feeling that something was amiss. They inquired about his monastery and the purpose of his alms, but the Tang priest clarified that he was not there to collect donations. He explained that they were on a mission from the Great Tang in the east to the Thunder Monastery in the Western Heaven to fetch the scriptures. The women, with a gleam in their eyes, promised to provide him with vegetarian fare. However, as the Tang priest watched, he realized with horror that the food they prepared was not vegetarian at all. It was human fat and flesh, disguised as common fare. The Tang priest, repulsed by the sight and smell, refused to partake, citing his lifelong commitment to vegetarianism and his sacred mission. The women, not taking no for an answer, insisted that he eat, but the Tang priest held firm, fearing that to do so would break his vows. The situation escalated when the women, revealing their true nature as demons, grabbed him and tied him up. They suspended him from the rafters in a position known as the immortal shows the way, leaving him in agony and despair. As the Tang priest endured his torment, he silently called out to his disciples for rescue, fearing that he would not survive the day. Meanwhile, Monkey, Pig, and Friar Sand, waiting by the main road, noticed a strange light emanating from the farm. Alarmed, they realized that their master was in grave danger. Monkey, ever the leader, decided to investigate while Pig and Friar Sand waited anxiously. As he neared the farm, he saw the silken ropes that the demons had used to ensnare the Tang priest. Knowing the danger, Monkey decided to seek information before taking action. He summoned the local deity, who, trembling with fear, revealed the truth about the 7 evil spirits that dwelled in the Gossamer cave. Armed with this knowledge, Monkey devised a plan. He transformed into a fly and waited patiently beside the path. When the 7 demons left their cave to bathe in the filth-cleansing spring, Monkey watched them undress and enter the water. He knew he could not fight them in their current state, so he decided on a different approach. Monkey turned into a hungry eagle and swooped down to grab the demons' clothes, leaving them stranded and embarrassed in the water. He returned to his brothers and explained the situation, prompting Pig to suggest they kill the demons and rescue their master. Monkey, however, was reluctant to harm the female demons, fearing it would tarnish his reputation. Pig, not one to be deterred, rushed to the spring and confronted the demons. They tried to argue with him, but Pig, in his typical brash manner, disregarded their protests and jumped into the water, transforming into a catfish spirit to evade their grasp. The demons, realizing they were outmatched, used their magic to ensnare Pig with silken ropes. Back at the ridge, Monkey and Friar San grew concerned for Pig's safety. They rushed to the farm, only to find the demons gone and the Tang priest still hanging in the cave. Monkey freed their master and they searched for the demons, but to no avail. Pig, bruised and battered from his encounter, decided to burn the demons' dwelling to the ground, ensuring they would have nowhere to return. As the fire raged, consuming the demons' lair, the monks continued their journey westward, their hearts heavy with the trials they had faced but resolute in their quest for the scriptures. They are traveling along the main road, their spirits high, when they come across a grand and mysterious compound. The sight of the place captivates them with its beauty and grandeur. It is a place where tall towers are embraced by the gentle curves of hills, and streams meander lazily around elegant pavilions. The air is thick with the fragrance of flowers, and the scenery is so enchanting that it rivals the abode of immortals. As they approach, the travelers discover a stone tablet above the gateway that reads Yellow Flower Temple, indicating that this is a Taoist place of worship. Sanzang, ever the pious monk, decides that they should enter and pay their respects. Pig, with his characteristic blend of wisdom and humor, assures Sanzang that as Taoists, they share a common path of cultivation despite their different attire. Upon entering, they are greeted by a Taoist master who is initially startled by their presence but quickly composes himself. The master is described as a man of striking appearance, with a bright red hat adorned with gold, a jet-black Taoist robe, deep green cloud-treading shoes, and a brilliant yellow sash. His face is round and golden, his eyes bright as stars, and his nose and lips are distinctive, hinting at a powerful presence. Sanzang, with the utmost respect, offers his greetings to the Taoist master, who reciprocates and invites them inside. The travelers are welcomed into the main hall, where they find statues of the 3 Pure Ones, the supreme beings in Taoism, and offer their obeisances. The Taoist master then entertains them with tea, and the atmosphere is one of peace and tranquility. However, beneath this serene surface lies a dark secret. The Taoist master is not alone. He is accompanied by 7 she-devils, who are the spirits of spiders in disguise. These she-devils have a grudge against son Wukong and his companions, having been bested by them in a previous encounter at the Gossamer cave. They conspire with the Taoist master to take revenge, and a sinister plot is hatched. The she-devils inform the Taoist master of their encounter with the Tang priest and his disciples, painting a false picture of the monks as the aggressors. Enraged by their tale, the Taoist master decides to poison the travelers. He prepares a lethal concoction, a drug so potent that a single grain can kill a mortal and 3 grains can slay a god or an immortal. He disguises the poison within red jujubes, a fruit, and serves them with tea. The travelers, unsuspecting of the danger, partake in the refreshments. Pig, with his voracious appetite, devours the jujubes without a second thought. Sanzang and Friar Sand also consume the fruit, unaware of the deadly fate that awaits them. Sun Wukong, ever the vigilant, notices something amiss and insists on exchanging his cup with the Taoist masters. However, the master deflects his concerns, and Sun Wukong, reluctantly, partakes in the tea. The effects of the poison are swift and devastating. Pig's face changes color, Friar Sand's eyes well up with tears, and Sanzang begins to foam at the mouth. One by one, they collapse, felled by the poison. Sun Wukong, the only one to escape the toxin, realizes the gravity of the situation and confronts the Taoist master. A fierce battle ensues, with Sun Wukong wielding his golden cudgel and the Taoist master brandishing a fine sword. The fight is intense, a clash of divine powers. Sun Wukong, with his unparalleled agility and strength, fights valiantly, but the Taoist master is no mere mortal. He reveals his true form, a being with 1,000 eyes that emit a blinding golden light, trapping Sun Wukong in a net of radiance. The great sage, despite his extraordinary abilities, finds himself ensnared, unable to break free from the golden light. In a desperate bid to escape, Sun Wukong transforms into a pangolin, a creature known for its burrowing skills, and digs his way out from under the golden light. Exhausted and in a state of despair, he encounters a woman in deep mourning, who reveals herself to be the Old Lady of Mountly, a revered bodhisattva. She informs him of a sage who can defeat the Taoist master, a being named Viramba, who resides in the 1,000-flower cave on Mount Purple Clouds. Sun Wukong, with renewed hope, travels to the mountain and seeks out Viramba. The bodhisattva, moved by Sun Wukong's plea and the importance of their mission, agrees to help. She reveals that her weapon against the golden light is an embroidery needle, a seemingly ordinary object that has been tempered by her son, the Star Lord of the Main, a celestial cock. With the embroidery needle in hand, Viramba and Sun Wukong return to the Yellow Flower Temple. The bodhisattva effortlessly shatters the golden light with a single throw of her needle, freeing Sun Wukong from his prison. The Taoist master, now defenseless, is revealed to be a giant centipede spirit, a creature of darkness and malice. Viramba, in her compassion, decides to take the centipede spirit as her doorkeeper, offering him a chance at redemption. Sun Wukong, ever the loyal disciple, ensures that his master and companions are safe, administering the antidote to the poison and reviving them from their near-death state. The travelers, now reunited and their enemies vanquished, continue their journey westward. The Yellow Flower Temple, a symbol of deceit and treachery, is reduced to ashes by Sun Wukong's fiery blaze, a testament to the triumph of justice and righteousness. As the story concludes, the travelers press on, their hearts filled with gratitude for the divine intervention and their resolve strengthened by the trials they have faced. If you want to know what happened afterwards, listen to the explanation in the next installment.